Hey YouTube, it's Aisha, your girl geek XX chic, and I am back with another Flash review. This one is for episode 3, or sorry, I keep mixing up my seasons and episodes lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's season 3, episode 18, Abra Kadabra. So last week on The Flash was the episode where, the musical episode, and it was, well, I gave my opinion of it when we did that review. I think it was okay. I honestly don't think it was as terrible as I anticipated it could have been, but it still isn't my favorite musical episode of a show I've ever seen. You know, I'm still Buffy the Vampire Slayer once more with feeling. If you've never seen it, you should, and if you have, you probably know what I'm talking about. That's my all-time favorite TV musical episode. Probably always will be, but it was still fun. It was a nice little, I guess, digression from some of the mopey, sad stuff that we've had on The Flash predominantly this season, or this half of the season anyways. But, you know, I'm glad we're going to be getting back to at least I hope we're getting back to the real world and the real storyline going forward here. So, Abra Kadabra, I'm assuming, has to do with a villain. I'm not, again, 100% familiar with the Flash comics, so I don't know all the names of all the baddies and the goodies, but I'm assuming it probably is a villain's name. But I'm eager to see what's going to be happening in this episode. Anyways, without further ado, why don't we jump into this episode and then we will talk about it after. Right? Boop.
Millions of dollars of tech.
What is that?
Whatever that thing is, no one's using.
Then surely you gentlemen won't mind if I abscond with some of it.
Did he say abscond?
In particular.
Well, that's cold. Drowning someone? That's so sad.
Oh my God, that's so romantic. You sing?
Not as good as Joe. Shut up, Eric.
Well, okay, that reminds me. My sister has 4 tickets to Hamilton.
Hamilton.
On the house. I thought that maybe we could make it a double if you guys were interested.
This show just went up so high on my list of respect.
Just go wherever you like.
Speaking of cold as ice, ooh!
Looks like things between you and Julian are a little frosty, huh?
I knew it. Come on.
It's too soon for the cold puns. Yeah, thought so.
Or your greatest foe, Savitar.
You know Savitar?
I know everything about
It's
him.
the creepiest magic show ever.
What the heck?
Gross. Yes. Welcome
Gypsy.
back,
Still
Gypsy.
seeking revenge, I see.
He calls himself Abra Kadabra.
As in hocus pocus?
Well, he's certainly got a lot of tricks.
Yeah, we think he
Can we
has
get
some
any
sort of
more puns in this
nanotechnology
sentence?
built into his body.
Because I don't know about you guys, but ever since last time you were here, I've been looking forward to some gypsy vibe action.
That's way too much.
Embarrassing. Yeah, I just want to catch him so I can bring his ass back to Earth
I'm
19
actually
and
on the
put him
same
down.
page.
Don't worry.
It's very creepy that he's just holding this arm. Stop it. Put it down, Cisco.
I know that look.
Creepiest profile pic.
I'm gonna talk to her.
Sure?
Gypsy, darling.
I need them to be together. I
You
ship
said
it
you know
so
who
hard.
Savitar is?
Give me the gypsy, and Iris dies. The decision lies with you.
I'm really sick of that being like the linchpin of everything.
Fine, really. It's merely a flesh wound, as the Monty Python boys would say. Anyway, thanks for patching me up.
Of course.
Just a flesh wound.
Harry.
Iris, he can save your life.
No, you can save my life.
Yes, stop trying to put it off.
If you take one step before you tell me, I will blow you away. Understood?
Joe, why is everyone so stupid? Snap!
You're a field medic in the Royal Army, right?
What? No, I've never operated on anyone before.
That's okay, I'll walk you through it.
No, he's like, what? I was a medic. I mean, yeah.
Putting my life in your hands.
Joe, what you got to say for yourself after all that yelling at Barry?
He has information that could save Iris's life, so I don't give a damn. It's because of you he's on the loose.
Because of me. No, because of you. You opened that door.
Getting
You let him
messy.
out. That is...
He's trying to get back to the future.
Someone give me a DeLorean. Let's go. Okay, I really need him to stop at the... Okay, so now we just need Marty McFly to show up.
First plan is to Marty McFly himself back to the future.
He's gonna have to open a temporal wormhole
knew
first.
they'd do
And when
it.
he does,
We can nail.
Okay, how is he just flying this through town? Like, it was just like, oh, yeah, time machine going down Main Street. Happens every day.
You shall not
I'm loving the gypsy vibe. I love it. The gypsy vibe. More. Oh my god.
Okay, now he's on
That
furlough
was
and eight.
awesome. Come on. My god, he's going.
You gotta stop this guy.
Time to
Come
go
on,
home.
Barry. Go, Barry. Go, Barry. Go. Lightning in the eyes. Come on, Barry. It's about to get real. Yeah.
He did it. He got
That
him.
was awesome.
Thank God.
And there goes your ship. Bye, Felicia.
See, here it is. In the future, you and I have been enemies for years.
God.
Oh, there have been others. Of course. There's Thawne, Zoom, DeVoe. But none of them hurt you like Savitar.
DeVoe.
It's like I get to kill her too.
Wow. Wow. Whew. Future Barry is one serious son of a... Like, wow. Aw, you holding hands now. Mine in a freeze.
When you were a baby, I was terrified that you might die in the middle of the night. I just didn't sleep.
Well, damn.
I was just
That took a turn.
sitting. You just keep breathing.
Okay, stop it.
That's how I feel right now.
Feels, Joe, stop it. They're taking off the necklace. What the hell? What? Huh?
Caitlin.
Okay, I didn't even... right. Okay, wow, guys. That was not an ending I was expecting. But that was season 3, episode 18, called Abra Kadabra. And, sorry, I just gotta correct myself after that last scene. Whew, this was a good episode, guys. I actually got pumped. It's been a while since I watched The Flash and got pumped about a scene and about the whole thing, that everything that's happening. This is good. We're back on track and just in time because we only got like, I think 5 episodes left or something like that. Wow, where to begin? So, I mean, the villain, this film was okay. I mean, sure, you could do like a lot of pretty cool stuff, but I wasn't really all that enamored of him. Just, I don't know. I get that it was a persona, but I don't know. I don't know. I could have taken or leaving Abra Kadabra himself, but I do like what his character brought. Like, at least the fact that he was the villain of the week was not thrown away. At least his character was definitely used to drive the plot further in The Flash with this overall arcing theme of Savitar defeating him. So he was from the future, and apparently it's the same future of Savitar and Zoom. And yeah, and the reverse Flash. Zoom was another Earth, sorry. But anyway, yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to come around to this. But yeah, so apparently he already knows who Barry is. I do like what he kind of brought to the plot as far as, so it's adding on to this whole idea, like quite a few videos ago I mentioned that Barry, like future Barry or whatever, like something just turned, like I think before Thawne came back, in season 1 and did what he did as far as killing Barry's mom and changing Barry into who he is now. I think this version of Barry that we're watching this Barry's story is not the same as the OG Barry that Thawne hates and that Abra Kadabra hates and that, you know, all these people from the future seem to hate so, Savitar hates so much. That Barry already existed, and apparently he was just the royalest of dicks. Like, I can't get what this guy could have done to make these guys hate him so much. Like, I mean, I get it. There's the whole villain, you know, the villain hero arch nemesis thing that happens, but typically, you know, it's even, you know, like, even if they don't like each other, there's still like a respect for each other, or some kind of admiration of like their principles or their strength or something, you know, like usually if they're nemesis, it's because one of them feels that they're right and the other doesn't. Do you know what I mean? But in this case, it seems like all of these villains have something so personal against Barry. Like, they just hate him so much. They hate someone so much to want to see their innocent people in their lives die is some, like, next level haterade. Like, I just keep wondering, like, what did this version of Barry do? Like, how awful was he? And I mean, like, how could that Barry still get Irish, too? Like, it's just blowing my mind how bad this guy must be. But digressing, we've gotten yet another person who's verified that the future version of Barry is just an awful person. So much so that all of his enemies are dying to see him suffer in some way, or the people that he cares about suffer. I love how that whole, just the fact that they had, again, this potential easy way out, so to speak, pops up again in Barry's life. And I'm so glad that it wasn't Barry who broke in the end, because in the, you know, we've seen Barry kind of go off and try to do his own thing about trying to save Iris, and I'm glad that this time it wasn't Barry who actually made a rash decision. With the whole Joe thing, I know it's a little hard on him, but I get it. Like, I don't have children, but I can only imagine that I would probably do everything I could to save mine if I thought somebody or something could do that. So, I mean, seeing Joe be the one to kind of crack and do something that he knew wasn't the right thing to do, I mean, that was interesting. It was a nice little twist to see with Joe, because Joe's usually just the smart, upstanding, I've got all my stuff together, and I'm the one giving the fatherly, you know, sage advice, and he did a really selfish, short-sighted thing, really. So it was kind of cool to see that switch kind of flipped there for Joe. But I also love that we have Iris. You know, again, we had the same thing like when Iris had that talk with Barry about Grodd and what to do about him. We have that reoccurring theme again with Barry, with, is Iris's life, what price are you willing to pay to save Iris? And Iris again saying that, you know, she loves that Barry loves her, but she doesn't want Barry to have to sacrifice his core value systems in order to save her life. Because, you know, the idea, of course, is, I mean, I'm like, save Iris no matter what. Like, who cares? I'm totally with you, Barry. That's what of course, the Westallen shipper and the Iris lover in me wants to say. But I understand that, you know, what she's saying is that, you know, okay, so you saved me by breaking all these core values that you have, but then I live, and then you have to live the rest of your life knowing that you've compromised yourself, and you know what I mean? That's something, can you really live with that? And I don't think Barry's thinking that far ahead, but Iris thankfully is. As far as the cooler parts, kind of less heavy parts of the episode, loved seeing Gypsy again. Love the Cisco Gypsy team up. I need more of this, Flash Riders. If you ever watch this, which I'm pretty sure you won't, but if you ever do, please, this needs to happen. We have to find a way to make her regular recurring. I love her. I love her and Cisco together. And yeah, that'd be just really cool. And how weird is it that I didn't notice that HR wasn't even in this episode until the end, really? I mean, I love Tom Cavanaugh, but it just hit me when he came at the end. I was like, oh yeah, you weren't even here this whole episode. Other super cool stuff. Oh my God, Barry just busting out some extra speed and the phases he's like, come on with that scene. Like, that was great. That was great. This is what I miss. I love seeing these things about the Flash, and I love that this, if anything, if Barry learned anything from that, I hope one of the things is that when he's driven to do something, like when he's really, really like focused and like, I have to do something, he manages to pull things out that he's never done before. So that's, I think, what it's going to come down to this whole saving Iris thing. I think he just needs to realize he's got to find that place where he digs deep and just lets her rip and doesn't let anything stand in his way. Now, as far as going into the future, I guess that's still on the menu. I mean, really, the Speed Force only warned him about going to the past and changing things, but going to the future? That's new territory, right? I mean, it's technically not the same, and I mean, you haven't changed things that haven't happened yet. I mean, it's getting really weird. I see where Barry's coming from in that, you know, it's true. The biggest advantage Savitar and Thawne have is that they already know what happens. You know, they've already seen things. So if Barry can somehow get a sneak preview or even meet his future self and be like, dude, what did you do? How did you screw us so bad? What have you done? If he can at least do that, that could be very beneficial to figuring out what he needs to do to save Iris, or at least figure out who Savitar is. I guess the only other thing I have to mention is that scene at the end with Joe and Iris. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I actually got a little choked up. I am like an emotional stone. Like, I don't cry. I don't get really emotional, but that scene just about got me. There was a bit of mist here. That was really well done. I love Jesse L. Martin, and we don't get to see enough of him and Candace anymore, but that was a great scene, and I just wanted to give props to it because it was well executed by both. Kudos, but hopefully we'll not see you that sad again, ever. Guys, that was so much fun. I really liked that episode. I have to say, like, these last two episodes have been okay, but this one was like, yeah, this is one that really got me pumped for the first time in a while. What did you guys think? Did you think this was a good episode? Were you digging all the cool things that Barry was able to pull at the last minute? What do you think about Killer Frost? Do you think it's going to be like all-out war now, or do you think maybe Caitlin's still in there a little bit? Who knows? And what about this traveling to the future? Do you guys think it's a good idea? I'm still on the fence. I just really want this thing to move along, so if that's what it takes to save Iris, you know, I'm on it. Hashtag save Iris. Anyways, if you like this video, guys, please click like. If you want to see more from this geeky base, go ahead and click subscribe. Until next time, see ya.